Hi guys, this is Creative Graphics. In this video, I'm going to show you how to create a design with a simple plain background. This design is a political invitation flyer I designed sometimes around last year. So I'm going to show you the process I used in designing this flyer in Photoshop. So I created my new work page using 1080 by 1350. So this design is going to be used in is a portrait design, and I'm going to use it in a social media. So I use a standard Instagram or Facebook social media size. So I don't want to use the square, so I use the portrait. So they want portrait. So I created the portrait size. The resolution is 300, 8 bit, the standard color mode, RGB, background white. So you leave everything other thing. So you go to create. So this is our work page now. So our work page, let me, okay, this is our work page. So the first thing is to create the background. So I'll create the background using some gradients. So you go to this side, gradient. So from the gradient, I'm going to use a simple gradient background. Simple gradient background. So out of the gradients I shared, so the gradient is just black and white. So I want a silver, something like a silver background. Silver background. Silver background. I want something that is not too dark. Not too dark. I think this is okay. Let me try to adjust. Let me reduce the light. Okay. So I want to copy this. I'll need another light here. So you click this and click by the side and drag it and drag it. So need another light here. So we've gotten like two lights now. One is below and one is on top here. So let me adjust this a little. Okay, I think this is perfect. So let me tweak this background a little. I want to tweak this a little. You can change the angle. And change the angle. If you don't want it to be linear, you can change it the angle. And the scale, can increase the scale or reduce it. So me, I'm increasing the scale to 55 so that it will blend. There's no so much line now. So everything blends together. And we reduce the angle. Reduce the angle. Okay, I think this is fine. So I'll delete the other background. So this is fine. So let me use, so in designing I want to use ruler. This scale you are seeing here is called ruler, so it will guide you. So let me use ruler so that nothing will go outside this design. So my design won't go beyond this place. So if you can't find your ruler here, go to window, sorry, view, ruler. Once you go to view, you see ruler there. So you click it, so you drag it again, come here. So you drag the side again to this area, to this area. So if you are designing, your design must not exceed this line. Everything you are designing must be within this within this guide. So we've gotten this now. So let's begin to assemble our elements. So I've gotten some elements. Let me check my folder. Okay, check my folder. Okay, elements. So this is the first logo. Bring it. So you adjust by dragging it down. You can press Alt. Once you press Alt, both sides constrain together. So bring it to the top here. So I don't want this box to I don't want this logo to have a box shape like this. So I want to put it in a circle. So go to the circle, eclipse, you drag. Once you drag, you press your shift so that both sides will not. So you click shift, because once you start dragging it will be out of shape. So you click shift. So you click your shift. I think this has a line, so I'll remove the line. So I'll place this logo. This logo will take this shape now. So what do? I will ensure the logo is on top of the shape like this from the layer panel. So just right click, create a clipping mask. So you drag it. So you drag the logo. You drag the logo to this. You can use your cursor to drag it here. So because the logo is having white background initially, so you won't be able to recognize. So I just want the logo to take the shape of the circle. So you click both. Once you click both of the logo, you reduce it and bring it up here. You bring it up. If you are not sure about this, you can use it. If you are not sure about the centralization of this, you can use this trick. Click both the logo and the eclipse. So you go to this area, you select canvas. So this logo is now in the center. So you click and drag it back. You click both the logo and the eclipse and press shift. Click the logo and drag it up here. So the number one logo is there. So we are going to put another logo again. Let's put another logo. So this one will be up here. This one will be up here. And this logo is having a kind of black line. So what do? I'll put this in a rectangular box as well. Rectangular box. I'll clip it inside the rectangular box. So I'll remove the line too. So I'll make sure the logo is up on top the rectangular box. Okay. And make sure the logo is on top the rectangular box. So you right click and create a clipping mask. So it will disappear. So you now drag it. You drag it using your cursor, your arrow key, sorry. The arrow key. Make sure it's set. So if you are not sure, you can both click the both layer, the logo layer and the rectangle. So you position it and you drag it up here. So you make sure it's touching the line, the edge of that of the edge of this this rectangle is touching the last line. So you can group both, but you can adjust. The space in between is too much. You can adjust and take them closer. So you also ensure that these are in the same alignment. So you click, so they are in the same alignment now. Both the edge, the last, the top and the bottom are in the same alignment. You adjust. So you group both this logo, you group them. So you go to the last eclipse, you click and you press shift down, shift. Once you press shift, it will select all the layers at the same time. Instead of clicking one after the other, it will select. So you press Ctrl G to group both. So once it's grouped, so you want to ensure this logo is at the center. You want to ensure, so that, so you use these tools called align. If you can't find it, you can go to window, so no, sorry, this, I think this is this is automatic. Once you click your layer, is in Adobe Illustrator. That once you don't see it, go to window. I think it's, you find it there. But in Photoshop, I think it's automatic. So once you click any layer, it will appear. It will be highlighted, it will appear. So I click this layer now, it will appear. So I click this layer. So I want to place this in the center. So you select align to canvas. That's, this size is your canvas. You ensure it align to your canvas. So you press center. So you see this is almost at the center. So you can see adjust the spacing between. Adjust, so you click the group center. So it will position itself to the center of that canvas. That's number one. So let's go to our heading now. So you create a box, created a box. So remove the line color. So this box now, I don't want it to be white. I want something that is a little bit darker, so that I'm placing a white text on top. So I want something darker. So let's check something dark. Okay, let's check something dark. Okay, it's something dark. So you click OK. Click. So you ensure this. If you place this in anywhere, so you want it to come to the center. You want to be sure it's at the center. Just click this. It will come to the center itself. So let's place our text. So the campaign text said PDP presidential campaign rally. So press Ctrl A to select all, white color. So you reduce the size. So this font is an extended font. So because the words are many, I don't want to use an extended font. I want to use a compressed font. Vibas. So this is a compressed font. So I can now increase the size of my font. Can also increase the tracking. It's too much. So I think I'm fine with this. So this, you can also place it at the center. It's at the center. But if you check very well, if you check this text very well, it's not really aligning like that. It's not really aligning. So what do you do? Select both the text and the triangle. and the rectangle. So you select center and you select this. So now it's at the center. You drag it back. You drag it back. Drag it back. So I want something bold. The font should be bold. Okay. I think this is fine. This is fine. So the next thing is PDP Pension Campaign Rally. So the state is happening. Let's put it. So it's happening here. So I want a font because this is taking so much space now. I want something that is not won't take so much space but to extend. Let me use a font called Hassan. Okay, this is bold enough. This is bold enough and it's covering both the length and breadth of my text. The length and breadth of my text. So this white is not cool enough. So we want to add a color to this. So right click from the layer, go to blending option. So blending option, I want to fill with gradients. So from this color now, the color I'm going to use is from the party color, the color this green. So can decide to click black and white, click this area, and then my pick tools, I can select green from this place. So as well, I can click OK and drag it in and delete this. But this color is not too cool, so I can adjust this color. But I have a color code. Let me input my color code from the brand. Okay. So on this side, I need something light because it's gradient. So I need something very light. So I need something light. Okay. So we have dark green and light green now. Okay. So I need something. So I still need to work a little bit on this gradient. So I can adjust the scale. Let me reduce the scale. I think this is fine. So more light is coming in than the darkness. So I want to change the angle. I want the light to come from a particular side, particular side, particular side, not everywhere. So particular side. Okay. Okay, the light is coming from this side. Okay. Light is coming from this side. So I use 23 and reverse. 23 is clockwise, reverse is anti-clockwise. Click OK. I think we are fine with this. So this event is happening in this particular place. That's why I emphasize mostly on this text. So I want to tweak this triangle a little. I want to tweak it a little. Sorry, this rectangle, I want to tweak it. So I'll go to my pen tools, I select anchor, add anchor. So I want to add anchor. Select this side, select this side. So then I select another one at the center. So let's see the result. So with this, I'll be able to drag. I'm able to drag a particular shape. So let's try to work on it. So this, I want something sharp to take the shape of this end. Something sharp to take the position of this end. So I adjust, as I click there, I adjust this to make it straight. I adjust this anchor point. So this I'll adjust it to. This I'll adjust it to make it something straight. Something straight. So I can still adjust this just to form that shape. Adjust it to form that shape. So just this to form that shape. Okay, I think this is fine. This is fine. So what next? So this, I want to separate this logo a little bit from this heading. So let me make the logo, because the logo looks so obvious, too big. So you click the both and reduce it a little. So to ensure that this logo is still at the center, you click group to Canva. So it's still at the center. So we are done with the heading of this campaign now. So you select all. So select all, then you group it. So I want to give this a tweak also. I want to tweak this, so you convert it to smart object. So I want to envelope this, because once I click transform, the envelope is not showing, the warp is not showing. So you convert it to smart object. You can still edit it. Once I convert it to smart object, so I'll be able to warp it now. Warp. So I select arc. This is too obvious, too big, so I can reduce it to 20. Check 10. It's not that big. Let me check 20. 20 is okay. 20 is okay. So make sure it's at the center. Sure it's at the center. You can still adjust it a little. So this is at the center. So we have this is presidential campaign rally. So if you notice a mistake in this, you can double click your smart object, can double click and edit here. Can edit in case maybe you wrote something, or maybe rally, you now did a mistake, you wrote O. Let's see how you can edit. You can see. So you can still, once you convert to smart object, you can still edit it. Just double click and it will bring you to where you edit. So the next thing is, so the next element is the map of that particular state. That particular state. So this map is taking a lot of space. So I can just tweak it a little like this. It's taking a lot of space. Tweak it a little. So this map is filled with so many things we need to correct. So the simple trick is just double click this. So I want to fill it with the same color. Double click your map. Go to this this place and copy it, copy layer style, and come back here, paste layer style. So the color is now has been masked. So can then adjust. I want to adjust this. I want the color to be coming from the top or bottom, coming from this side. Okay, and then this is settled. So let's add some image, the candidates. So we can adjust this a little. So let's add our image. Add our image, first image. So this, I'm going to remove this background. So to remove this background, go to select subject. To allow the image, the Photoshop is embedded with AI. So artificial intelligence will select the image on its own. Select the border. So once that is done, refine it and clip it. Okay, image has been selected. Click mask. Once you click mask, background is gone. So you right click on the mask, select mask. So zoom it. So you can refine the mask. You choose to refine it. Can refine it. So all this area might not be needed. All this area might not be needed. So all this area, so click OK. So once we click OK, I'm going to place this image inside this map. So how do I do that? Create a clipping mask. So this image has disappeared. So what do we do? Because of the gradient that is in this place, so the image has disappeared. Right click on this map and convert to smart objects. Once you convert to smart object, you can same way click, double click and edit what you want to edit and save and come back to this place. So you right click, convert to clipping mask. So this image now, everything is embedded. We want some parts to show. We want some parts to show. So everything is rightly embedded. We want some parts to show. Some parts to show. Some parts to show. So you click OK. Once you've done that, you copy the image again, Ctrl J. So Ctrl J will give you another image. So what do? You convert this image to smart object. Once you convert the image to smart object, you mask it. So once you mask it, you'll be able to do anything. Because if you don't mask this image, you don't mask it, because you are going to erase some parts. You won't be able to convert it to mask it. So let's erase some parts from this image. Erase some parts. Start from this area. Erase some parts. Erase some parts. So we have successfully clipped this image inside the mask. So this is what we have initially. But with that trick now, we'll be able to have something like this. So let's move to the next image, the vice presidential candidate. So we bring that one too. So once we bring that, we go to select subject to allow you to select, okay, clipping mask, sorry, layer mask. So we bring that behind this map, bring that behind this person. So this is also covered, also covered, it's also covered. So what do? You copy it again, copy it and bring it behind the first one, bring it behind the first one. So what do? You convert this to smart object, convert it to smart object and mask it. So you click the mask and go to eraser. So once you come to eraser, you erase all of this, you erase all of this. So now we'll be able to clip two images behind this. So we need to clip two images behind this. So let me adjust this, let me adjust this, adjust this. So I want this to be bigger, the presidential candidate will be bigger than the other person. So we've successfully done this. So we've clipped this image into the map, So another one is this is an emblem, an emblem, an emblem. So from part of this, you can try to choose red, something bright. So you can place this just to close this space. Another place, close it. But before that, let's bring something in. So the element, bring it on top the eclipse. So we reduce this just to fit into the space. So this color, I'm going to change it to white. How do you do that? Right click, blending option, color layer, fill with white, color overlay, fill with white. So if you want to ensure that this is already at the center too, so use that trick to bring it to center and adjust this, just this. So let's have our text, the text. So I want to type this text into this shape, type text into this shape. You click your shape, you just bring the text. This is your shape. So you want to type to part, you select the part you are going to type the text to. So you select the text and bring it closer to that part. You see something like this will change. So let's type our text now as well, we can get it done. So let's change this to use Fort Montserrat. So we need to reduce this. It looks so bogus. We reduce this. Let's change the color. Yeah, so we've changed this color, extra bold. So we've changed this. Okay, this is fine. Can as well rotate this, rotate it. So we're going to take this text away from this part now a little. So how do you do that? You press Alt and Shift together and drag. Alt Shift. together and drag, so both angle can come together and drag a little. So once that is done, you can reduce this to select all of them, the three together, and make sure you can select the three together, or you can just use free hand to set it. Once you set them, select the three and group them. Once you group them, you can adjust it to this place. Adjust. So let's type our call to action. So this event is happening somewhere, a particular location. So let's try to input that. So this flyer is carrying majorly a green color, So let's do something like this for our call to action. So the green color we used initially for this map, we're going to go to that map again and copy it, copy layer style, come to this green color, remove if you have any. So this is paste it, paste layer style. So let's remove this paste layer style. So you can adjust the light from any angle you want. I want the light to come from down. So done that. So another one. So this, I want this to be black. This to be black. To be black. Okay. So this now this is going to carry the date, which is Wednesday. Thirtieth 30th November 2022. So this text now, I'm going to use a text called SWOT. So this is a compressed text also. Compressed text. Compressed text. So once you place the text in, it disappears. So what do you do to create a contrast? You give it another color. Let's give it white. Okay, this is perfect. This is white. And let's well drag just to make it legible. So this is date now. So you can as well type your date here to know that this is date, or you can use an icon. And I have an icon. I have a date icon, which is simply a calendar icon. So drag it up top and top this and bring it and reduce it and reduce it and reduce it. So you are not sure, like I said, you can click both. It's gone. So you change it to selection, it will remain in this position. It will remain in this position. So this is our date. So you can as well group this or copy it, Ctrl G. So it becomes a whole lot. That's a whole lot. Trying to adjust. So Control G, group it. So Control J now. Sorry, Control J. You duplicate. You duplicate. It's because you want this thing to be in the same line. So you duplicate. So this will be for the time. So you can change this to an icon too. An icon too. So you bring it here. So once you bring it, you delete the other one, click and delete. So you reduce the size of this. So you reduce the size of this and bring it down here. Reduce it and bring it down here. So you can change this. Sorry, I think this. Sorry, this is time. Time icon. Location. Time. Time. So the time is 10 o'clock a.m. prompt. Prompt. So we reduce this because this is SS. You reduce it. So you reduce it. Reduce it. So this is extending towards one side, and we don't want that. We want everything to be, the alignment to be at the center. Want every alignment to be at the center. So what do? You group all of them. Control G. So you go to this place, Canva. So it's now at the center. Just click it to be at the center. So you ungroup it again. Ungroup it, can delete it, just group only. So the group is back. So copy it, any one of this group again, Control J, Control J, and bring it to the center. So this will be for the location. So be for the location. So be for the location. So you delete the other one, time icon. Alright, delete the calendar. So this is the location. This is the location. So let's type the location. Piola Democracy Park. Ondo State. Full stop. So can give this one a little bit, make it bold a little. So you can drag this to this place. So you click the group, so you can click the group, trying to bring the icon to the group. This is the group, so I'm bringing the icon here. So send it to the center. So it's now at the center. It's now at the center. So, and this looks so big, you can group all of them and reduce it a little and bring it up. Bring it up. To bring it up. So let's type some other elements. So this is a stroke. I'm using it to divide the text from the lower part and the lower part. So this to the center too. Move to the center. The center. Okay, I think this is fine. So let's use something from this. You can copy from this text. Copy from this text and bring, because you don't want to use different fonts. So we are going to use similar fonts. Similar fonts, same size, so that one is not bigger than the other. So have something like hashtag in this design. Okay. Now, okay. Another one. Alright, so we are done with this. Place at the center. This is at the center. This is at the center. So this line is dividing this call to action and this side is dividing them. So another one is the agency that is bringing them out. The agency. Okay. So I'm going to increase this color because it's very, very important. This agency, people need to see them. Increase the size. Increase the size. Place it at the center. So I'm going to change the font too, so as to extend. To extend. So to extend. That's another contrast. I don't want to use the same color with this. I want to use the same color with this. So that one. So select all and click to the center to bring it back to the center. So we want to create a contrast between these two now. So I'll reduce the weight of this I'll reduce the weight of this. So I'll reduce the weight of this. I'll reduce the size a little. Let me leave it like that. I can increase this. So this font has extended now. So I don't want it to extend. So you can just bring it up here. Don't want it to extend beyond this. I don't want it to extend. So you can reduce the color a little. I don't want it to extend. So I don't want it to extend. So I just want to be exactly on top that line. Exactly on top that line. Okay. So the shape can increase and add more light to it. Add more light to it and bring it down to be part of this. So with this now we are done with this design. So we are done with this design. Done with this design. We are done with this design. So you can remove, let's remove this line. Go to view, clear guys. So once we clear guys, so this is our design. So no effect, no special effect, everything was just flat. Everything was flat. So everything was flat. Can as well increase this and increase this. Increase this and adjust this. Our final adjustment. So this is a professional flyer design. So no color is overshadowing each other. Every border is taken care of. So this is a professional flyer.